Big Turbo G, cousin. I'm Turbo G, big cousin. Legendary in the building. I'm a Turbo G, might hit 1,000,000. I love myself, big cousin. I'ma keep it 100. Today I'm be talking about disturbing roles of ego. It's like the third part, my nigga. I'm gonna stop the fucking joking, man. I'm gonna get to the video, big cousin. This part 3, disturbing role of ego. I keep saying the fucking title wrong, big cousin. Disturbing role of why do you say that word? E-girls, man? I don't know what the fuck an e-girl is, my guy. But I guess it got something to do with somebody being a sick fuck. That's my... If I'm wrong, excuse me for my language, and I apologize, my nigga. But I don't know what e-girls is. Like I said, I'm gonna be on the internet all day. Let me get into the fucking video. This third part, by the way. I did 2 other videos. This video is long as fuck. Don't get me wrong. Like, my camera capacity can't contain it for some fucking reason. 1, 2, 3.
To begin this chapter, let's break down a Japanese word that you'll likely be hearing again throughout the rest of this video. That word being yandere. What the hell does this mean? I'm sure you've seen it before. Well, the yan in yandere comes from the Japanese verb yanderu, which means to be mentally ill or to be mentally sick. Yanderu is combined with another Japanese word, dere dere, a word meaning love struck. So the 2 words together, yandere, basically being a mentally sick, love-struck person. Yandere is an anime archetype where a character's love is so devoted that they become obsessed and possessive of their loved one to the point of behaving irrationally in an effort to hold on to their crush or love interest. Basically simping to the max, to the point where it could literally result in someone's death. Now,
That's not funny, my guy, but damn, my nigga almost made me laugh, big cousin.
Yandere killing someone in an anime or a video game, we've seen that before. But could something like this happen in real life? Well, the answer might surprise you. I'd like to introduce you all to Japanese woman Yuka Takeoka. Yuka was born January 28th of 1998 in Tokyo and was an only child. Not much is known about the woman's early life, other than that she dropped out of university, opting to pursue a career in the Japanese bar and service industry. Yuka would eventually land a lucrative management position at a hostess club in Tokyo. A Japanese hostess club is essentially a nightlife spot where all of the staff are women. This serves as a counterpart to a host club where all the staff are men. You know, naturally you got men going to the hostess club and women going to the host club for a night of fun and drinks, this, that, and the other. It would be through this Japanese nightlife industry that Yuka would meet.
Like, I do need to take a trip to Japan, bro. I'm single, nigga, and I heard Japan girls are fucking freaky as fuck. Like, they got all type of freaky shit over there, man. You go to a fucking... you could go to this one fucking, you can get a massage, my nigga, you get a happy ending. Probably could do that in America, too, my nigga. But Japan, it's like, you really could get your date wrecked faster than you could do in America, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, Japan, it's all type of freaky shit over there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't mind taking a trip, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, big cousin? If you know, you know.
Meet her boyfriend that would become the victim of this story. That individual being a man named Phoenix Luna. Luna worked at the Fusion by Youth nightclub, which was a host club located in the red light district. Phoenix was said to have been an attractive man and was popular within the host industry, and was highly ranked amongst other hosts at various clubs. Common practice at the time was when hosts and hostess got off of work, they would all intermingle and just sort of go to a random club and hang out, and that's how Phoenix would meet Yuka. After initially meeting, Phoenix had sent Yuka messages on Twitter inviting her out for further meetups. In March of 2019, the two would go on a date to a cat cafe and watch movies together. Yuka was said to have been enraptured by Phoenix and spent an exuberant amount of money on him. And why was she spending all this money on Phoenix? Well, what you'll find in this story is that the relationship was somewhat one-sided. Yuka liked Phoenix a lot more than Phoenix liked Yuka. And in a desperate effort to maintain his favor, Yuka would go to Phoenix's host club as a customer and literally pay Phoenix to spend time with her. Yuka believed that if she wanted to be with Phoenix, she would have to continue her financial simping, and even...
I'm not gonna flex, my guy. These type of girls, I was gonna say, man, I mean, if she was in the sick fuck, I was like, man, this type of girls you need, my nigga. Like, you spending money on me? You know what I'm saying? But like, my relationship's gotta be 50-50, my nigga. Like, my God, if a girl only do all that for me, you best believe I'm gonna do it back for you, baby girl, big cousin. You know what I'm saying? By the way, my guy, like, yeah, she simp to the max, my nigga. Like, you simping over a dude that don't want you, my nigga. It's like, and there's such thing as female simps too, big cousin. Like, some females are simp over a dude, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, me, I got on my simple stage when I was in my early teens, my nigga. I can't imagine being a grown-ass adult and still simping, my nigga. Like, fuck no, my nigga. If you want to be with somebody, put effort into being with somebody. But if they don't show interest back, nigga, then move on. There's a billion people on this planet, my nigga. You gotta be a sick fuck, you know what I'm saying, big cousin, to be attached to one person, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's certain bonds you can't recreate, and I understand it, my nigga, but you being attached to somebody who don't want you back, that's a problem, big cousin. And I can see you being attached to somebody who love you and show you the same love in return, who show interest that they want to be with you. Okay, then you got you $1, my nigga. You know what I'm saying, big cousin? Do what you do, my nigga. But in her case, my nigga, she spent a hell of money on this cousin who ain't showing the love back, my nigga. Oh, yeah, she was fucking up from the start, but I guess she ended up getting the last laugh. And rest in peace to that dude, dog, but because I don't want to disrespect nobody and get somebody in their feelings in their comments.
Picked up additional work as an escort to do so. In April of 2019, Yuka and Phoenix began a sexual relationship. This intimacy reportedly beginning after she presented Phoenix with a bottle of champagne and confessed her love to the man. To promote her lover, Yuka would continue to go to the host club and support Phoenix with the money that she spent. Phoenix was able to become one of the top hosts at the bar. She wanted to help him get the #1 spot, which allowed for extra.
Hello, I'm sorry for pausing it, my guy, but did I just hear this dude say she was an escort, my nigga? That's how she was getting hella big bucks, my nigga, for being an escort? Man, fuck no, nigga. I ain't sleeping no escort, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like, no, I take that back. I might sleep with an escort, my nigga. I might not. Depends what my future self do in the future, big cousin. Because I don't know what that motherfucker gonna do, you know what I'm saying? I know what my next move gonna be, you know what I'm saying, what my brain capacity gonna lead me to, you know what I'm saying, big cousin? But anyway, my nigga, I would not be dating no escorts, you know what I'm saying? That's the same thing as dating a fucking P-star, my nigga.
Privileges and major bonuses. She also rented out an apartment close to Phoenix in hopes that he would stay with her. On May 20th of 2019, Phoenix stayed the night with her, but to Yuka's disappointment, he spent most of his time uninterested and on his phone or sleeping. On May 23rd of 2019, Phoenix planned to assist Yuka with cleaning at her residence around noon, but his obligations caused a delay. Yuka called Phoenix on the phone, and his explanation for not being there was that he had made plans to meet with a female work client. This sent Yuka into a tailspin. She journaled the following around the time. Quote, I want to be a tragic heroine. How is it possible for him to look at a woman other than me? I know killing him is for the best. If I kill him, it will be eternal, and there will be no pain. I don't need anything other than you. 3 hours later, Phoenix arrived and helped her tidy up. After cleaning, the two ended up getting intimate with each other. Phoenix then takes a bath and goes to bed. Yuka, however, stayed awake and had other plans she wanted to execute. Apparently, after coming to the conclusion that Phoenix's affection for her was merely surface level, Yuka's psyche essentially shatters. After confirming that Phoenix had fallen asleep, at around 3:50 p.m., she goes to the kitchen, procures a knife, returns to the bed, gets on top of Phoenix, and plunges the blade into his stomach. After being stabbed, Phoenix awoke, feeling uncomfortable, looked down, and noticed that he had a knife in his stomach. He pulls it out, but Yuka was on top of him. After pulling out the knife, Phoenix was said to have fearfully looked up at Yuka and uttered the phrase, "Please, I love you," in an effort to avoid another thrust from this blade. After hearing this, Yuka seemed placated for the moment and put the blade down. After this, it's said that Phoenix pushed Yuka off of him, gets to his feet, and initiates an escape of the apartment with blood dripping out of him. Yuka got a hold of him, but he was able to shake loose and run out of the door into the elevator. But when the elevator had descended to the lobby, Phoenix had already lost consciousness. Officers arrived at the scene around 4 p.m. and found Phoenix with 2 stab wounds in the abdomen. The man had nothing but a pair of shorts on and was covered in blood. Yuka sat next to her wounded lover, drenched in his blood, calmly puffing away on a cigarette, her phone to her ear and ignoring the bewildered officers. A tenant living in the building would report that the entire elevator was essentially covered wall to wall with blood. Footage would later be obtained of the officers arresting Yuka and escorting her to the police station. While in the back of the squad car, Yuka flashed a sinister grin beneath her large glasses, and a photograph that would go viral online. When later questioned by authorities, Yuka said, quote, "I too wanted to die. Since I loved him so much, I couldn't help it. After killing him, I wanted to die. I did not want to go anywhere, so I sat down at the outside staircase. I did not call emergency services because I intended to die after watching him die from the stabbing." Authorities allegedly also found a journal written in blood that read, "I like you so much, I wanted to kill you." This bloody journal allegedly being authored by Yuka. Yuka's motive for the stabbing seems to come from a place of jealousy and despair surrounding the thought of Phoenix being in love with another woman. Yuka's stabbing of Phoenix fit very well into the yandere archetype, and she became a viral phenomena online when the photos went up. People online saw her as a real-life yandere character. Instagram fan accounts began popping up, praising Yuka, some even calling her too beautiful to be a murderer.
Them niggas are sick fucks, my nigga. We gotta get them to a different planet, my guy. She's not the only one that happened to. It happened in America to countless people, to dudes, you know what I'm saying? They going to jail for murder, and niggas be like, "Oh man, he's too cute." Man, we need to get them to a different. We need to get y'all to a different planet, bro. Y'all niggas are just different species, in my opinion. You heartless bastards. Fuck you niggas, dude. I hate seeing shit like that because I see it so much every time a story of somebody getting killed. You know what I'm saying? Or a murderer going viral for being cute. And people praising that person. Like, y'all niggas are sick, bro. Y'all the problem. And I have no, my guy, no disrespect to them cousins, my nigga, but I will have no problem exterminating them niggas too, big cousin. I'm just keeping it in 100. They a problem, bro. They already a problem, bro. If you praising and worshiping a murderer, bro, oh yeah, you a problem too. And I won't do no.
Some of Yuka's online fans even started a GoFundMe and raised close to $4,000 in an attempt to keep her out of jail. Needless to say, this didn't work. But fortunately for all involved, Phoenix actually survived the stabbing. According to reports, Phoenix was unconscious and in critical condition for close to 5 days. But thanks to intensive medical intervention, he would make a miraculous full recovery. Phoenix would later return to his job as a host, and what has become of him in recent years isn't publicly known. Eventually, Yuka would face trial for her attempted murder. She pled guilty, and on December 5th of 2019, the presiding judge for Yuka's case handed her a 3-year and 6-month sentence. Yuka could be possibly released as early as late 2023. But that was the case of the yandere stabbing.
Damn, dog, 3 years for almost murdering a sucker? 3 years for almost murdering a nigga? Damn, dog. Yo, Japan, you soft as y'all rules and regulations just as soft as America's, bro. 3 years for just almost attempted murder, bro. My nigga. If that was a fucking, well, I can't say too much because American justice system is just as weird, bro. But shit, man.
Next up, the case of Melissa Turner, the cosplay killer. Melissa Turner was born November 25th of 1992. She grew up in North Carolina as well as Florida, and reports say she had a troubled childhood, claiming to have suffered abuse from a family member that left her traumatized to the point where she began to find solace in compulsive eating, leading to a struggle with childhood and teenage obesity. Because of this, Melissa was said to have been harassed and bullied at school. It wouldn't be until adulthood that Melissa would gain confidence and lose the weight. She worked hard, losing over 100 pounds. And not only did she physically improve herself, she got educated as well, attaining an associate's degree around the time. After losing the weight, Melissa decided she wanted to chase her dreams of becoming an actress and entered many cosplaying competitions to achieve this goal. And she was popular at conventions that she attended. This cosplaying success eventually evolves into Melissa becoming an amateur model. The woman operated numerous online blogs, with these blogs reportedly featuring explicit content.
If you don't know who I am, if you never heard of me or anything like that before, I am Two-Thorn Rose. You can call me Rose. I'm a cam model. I'm an artist. I love fitness. I've lost 100 pounds. I like making videos about that and about my art and just about my daily life.
By 2017, Melissa had found herself a hot online commodity with simps all around wanting to throw money at her. In April of 2017, Melissa would meet a man named Matthew Trussler on Tinder. Matthew and Melissa found chemistry on the dating app and met in person, and it wouldn't be long before they fell in love. By 2019, the two had become engaged and were living in a 2-story, 4-bedroom home together, a home that was purchased thanks to some extra income that Melissa had been earning of late. As Melissa's popularity as a cosplay influencer grew, so did the woman's affinity for creating.
She told me she was doing like she was a P-star too? Cause he said extra income. He did extra income. My God, that dude messing up, my God. I'm not dating no P-stars, bro. And another thing, man, Tinder suck ass, dog. I might give it another try.
Lucrative, not safe for work content. And it's been reported that Matthew assisted her in the production of said material. While everything described thus far sounds nice, albeit a bit of an unconventional relationship.
My man, shit. Nah, if I'm the one, okay, then we don't got a problem.
But fine enough. Behind the scenes, the couple's relationship was tumultuous to say the least. It's been said that the two fought frequently, and alcohol was commonly abused by the pair, only worsening their disputes. Which brings us to the date of tragedy in this story, October 17th of 2019. And this is what happens next from the perspective of Melissa. At around 11 p.m., buzzed off of shots of vodka, Melissa claims to have gotten tired and told Matthew that she wanted to go to sleep. She went to bed, but Matthew stays up. Melissa claims she awoke hours later and noted Matthew had yet to go to bed. She got up to see what he was doing, and it's at this point where she claims to have discovered Matthew outside on the patio covered in blood, and he wasn't breathing. She would contact the police, later telling officers that she was performing CPR.
911, what is your emergency?
I woke up on my boyfriend. He was outside this morning. He's cold. He's gone.
When authorities arrived, her fiancé was pronounced dead at the scene. The narrative of events provided by Melissa seemed to suggest that perhaps Matthew had died from alcohol poisoning or had injured himself while intoxicated. But a later autopsy performed on the man indicated that he died from a stab wound. After this discovery, authorities immediately detained Melissa and took her in for questioning. She would initially stick to her story of waking up to find her fiancé dead, but unfortunately for her, a security camera caught audio and visual of what really took place.
What could you hear? What kind of phrases?
So I heard, get up.
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck the motive was for her to end him, my guy. Because, my guy, one thing, couples gonna argue, my nigga, like I said in the last couple of videos, my nigga. Couples gonna fucking argue, my nigga, but, my guy, I feel like if you argue to the point where you wanna end my life, my nigga, yeah, it's a serious problem, because
I heard so, and then there was an explicit die.
You heard so.
Clown shit.
And then I heard, you know, it sounded like a female voice was crying, saying, what did I do?
What this footage made clear was that Matthew's death resulted from some sort of domestic dispute gone wrong, not him dying outside by himself from alcohol poisoning. When Melissa was made aware of this footage, she changed her story and tried to spin it as it was a self-defense situation, and she stabbed the man to save her own life. Needless to say, the cops weren't buying the excuse and she was arrested. On Valentine's Day of 2022, Melissa stood trial for the murder of her fiancé. During this trial, she would actually take the stand and described Matthew as an alcoholic who had demonstrated unsettling and abusive behaviors in the past. Quote, there were times where he would push me and punch walls beside my head. I had seen him cut himself, burn himself, stab himself. He would stare off at some corner and he would tell me that there's a demon standing right there. It's clear that Turner was attempting to portray herself as a battered victim and her fiancé as an abusive monster. But when the facts are presented in this case, it's clear who the monster really was. It was later determined that after stabbing her fiancé, Melissa waited close to 4 hours before calling 911. Even after being stabbed, the man's life could very likely have been saved, but her intentional delay in contacting first responders ensured that it wouldn't be. The conclusion of this trial resulted in the jury finding Melissa guilty of murder, and she was sentenced to 20.5 years in Florida State Prison.
This jury did not believe her claims of self-defense, nor does this court.
Melissa will be 50 years old before she's eligible for release. And well, you've made it to the end. Those were the criminally accused e-girls. Let me know what you guys thought about.
That was some crazy ass stories, my nigga. God damn, man. Fuck, big cousin. Man, y'all boys be safe, big cousin. Cause sheesh. Crazy ass world, you never know who you might come in contact with. You know what I'm saying? You gotta worry about friends, you gotta worry about family, you gotta worry about boyfriend, girlfriend. Y'all boys gotta be on your P's and fucking twos, man, nigga. That's what they said, because that's how they say it. Big P's and Q's. I don't know, my nigga, but y'all boys be careful, my nigga. Damn, man. Rest in peace to all the people that died in that video. Damn, man. Woo! Man, I don't know what to say, big cousin, 'cause that's some crazy fucking shit. Crazy as fuck.